Have you ever heard the tale of Lily and her wicked stepmother? Well, this is no ordinary story. Once upon a time in a quaint little village, there lived a girl named Lily. She was as kind-hearted as they come, with a spirit that shone brighter than the sun. Her father, a humble man, was the love of her life, but her world changed when he took a new wife, a woman whose heart was as cold as ice. This wicked stepmother was tough on Lily, always piling on chores and never a word of praise. Every day Lily would wake up with the sun, her heart filled with hope and positivity. She'd put on her apron and set about her tasks, always with a smile, no matter how grueling. Lily took it all in stride, her spirit never dampened. Her father's garden was her only respite, where she'd tend to the flowers, their vibrant colors a stark contrast to her otherwise drab life. One day, as Lily was tending to the roses, her stepmother called out to her. "Lily," she said, her voice as cold as a winter's day, "I have a special task for you. Clean the entire house from top to bottom and make sure it's done perfectly, or else." Lily simply nodded, her heart heavy but her resolve unbroken. "All right, stepmother," she replied, "I will do my best." For hours on end, Lily scrubbed and cleaned, her small hands red and raw. The house sparkled like never before, but her stepmother's expression remained as icy as ever. Exhausted but satisfied, Lily thought she could finally rest, unaware that her wicked stepmother was hatching a plan that would turn her world upside down. But little did Lily know, her life was about to take an unexpected turn. As Lily was cleaning, she overheard a chilling conversation. The wicked stepmother was plotting her dreadful plan, intending to send innocent Lily to the furthest corner of the darkest forest. The thought of such a terrifying fate sent shivers down Lily's spine. She knew she had to protect herself, but how? Just then, Lily's eyes fell upon a glimmering object on the table. It was her grandmother's magical necklace. The tales she'd heard from her father came flooding back. The necklace was said to grant one wish to the wearer. With her heart pounding, Lily put on the necklace. Whispering her wish, she hoped for a safe haven and protection from her evil stepmother. In an instant, the room around her transformed into a magical hideout. Its shimmering walls were a fortress against the wickedness that lurked outside. The stepmother entered the room, her eyes scanning for Lily. But all she saw was an ordinary room. The magic of the necklace had concealed Lily in her hideout, safe and sound. The stepmother, unable to find her, was seething with rage. "Lily, you can't hide forever! I will find you!" she screamed, but her threats were empty, for the magical hideout kept Lily well protected. The stepmother spent hours searching, but Lily remained hidden from her sight. However, as the minutes ticked away, the hideout slowly began to fade. Lily knew the magic wouldn't last forever. Removing the necklace, she sighed. "Phew, I can't stay hidden forever. I need to find a permanent solution." With newfound determination, Lily decided to seek help from the only person she could trust, her fairy godmother. Gathering her courage and resolve, she made her way to the fairy godmother's cottage, hoping she could help her outwit her wicked stepmother. With the magical hideout protecting her, Lily was safe for now. But what lay ahead was uncertain. Little did Lily know her journey was just beginning. As the tale unfolds, we'll see how our brave heroine navigates through the trials and tribulations, always with hope in her heart and a smile on her face. But Lily knew she couldn't stay hidden forever. With a deep breath, she removed the magical necklace. The shimmering walls of her temporary refuge slowly faded away, leaving her once again vulnerable. She knew she had to act fast. She needed a permanent solution, a shield that could protect her from the wicked stepmother's plans. So she decided to seek help. And who better to turn to than her fairy godmother, a kind and wise woman known for her magical abilities and her warm heart. Lily had heard tales of her godmother's kindness and the wonders she could perform. Perhaps she could help her. With newfound determination, Lily set off towards her fairy godmother's cottage, nestled deep in the heart of the village. Her heart pounded in her chest as she knocked on the door, her mind racing with the hope of salvation. As the door creaked open, the fairy godmother greeted her with gentle eyes and a warm smile. Lily poured her heart out, explaining her plight and her stepmother's wicked plan. She expressed her fears and her desperate need for help. The fairy godmother listened with a thoughtful expression, her eyes reflecting the deep wisdom within. After a moment of silence, she spoke. "Fear not, my child," she said, her voice soft yet strong. "I have a plan. Let's teach your stepmother a lesson she won't forget." A wave of relief washed over Lily. She wasn't alone in her struggle anymore. She had someone on her side, someone who was ready to fight for her. Her fairy godmother's plan gave her a glimmer of hope, a light at the end of a seemingly endless tunnel. With a plan in place, Lily felt hopeful for the first time in a long time. The fear that had once consumed her was now replaced with courage. She knew she had a tough road ahead, but she was ready to face it. She was ready to stand up against the wicked stepmother, ready to fight for her rights, and most importantly, ready to reclaim her life. Opening. The next day, a change could be seen in the stepmother. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky, the stepmother woke up with a heavy heart. The spell cast by the fairy godmother had worked its magic, and she could see clearly the pain she had caused Lily. She looked at herself in the mirror, and for the first time, she felt a pang of regret. She found Lily in the garden, the morning dew still fresh on the flowers. Lily was surprised to see her stepmother approaching with a soft look in her eyes. The stepmother took a deep breath and said, "Lily, I've been unfair to you. I've been wicked and unjust. I'm sorry for everything I've put you through." Lily looked at her stepmother, a little taken aback by this sudden change, but she saw sincerity in her stepmother's eyes. Lily, with her kind heart, knew that everyone deserved a chance to change. She smiled gently and said, "Stepmother, everyone makes mistakes. What's important is that we learn from them. I forgive you, and I hope we can start anew." The stepmother, overwhelmed by Lily's kindness, nodded and promised to change her ways. She said, "Lily, I promise to make amends and treat you with the respect and love you deserve. Together, we can make this house a happy home." From that moment, their relationship took a turn for the better. They started to understand each other, to listen, and to show kindness. They worked together to make their home a place of love and warmth. The stepmother began to appreciate Lily's gentle spirit, and Lily started to see the good in her stepmother. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. They shared stories, laughter, and even tears. They learned from each other and grew together. It was a beautiful sight to behold. The transformation of a house into a home, the evolution of a strained relationship into a loving one, all because of forgiveness and understanding. Closing. With forgiveness, they were ready to start a new chapter, and so they did, hand in hand, looking forward to a future filled with love and kindness. They knew that there would be challenges, but they also knew they could face them together. After all, love and understanding can conquer all. From that day, Lily's life changed for the better. As the sun rose, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, a new chapter began. It was a chapter no longer filled with fear and sadness, but with love, forgiveness, and understanding. The wicked stepmother had been transformed. She was no longer the cold-hearted woman who plotted against sweet Lily, but a person who had learned the value of kindness and empathy. The wickedness had evaporated, replaced by a genuine regret for her past actions and a sincere desire to make amends. Together, they began to mend the rift that had been torn between them, each stitch bringing them closer together. They shared stories, laughter, and tears. They began to understand each other, to see the world through each other's eyes. And in doing so, they found a bond that was stronger than any they had known before. The fairy godmother, too, was a part of this new beginning. She became a beacon of wisdom and guidance for them, helping them navigate the path of forgiveness and acceptance. Her magic had sparked the change, but it was their love and understanding that nurtured it, allowing it to grow and flourish. And what about our brave Lily? Well, she stood at the center of it all, her heart filled with joy and harmony. Her bravery had led her to seek help. Her kindness had given her stepmother a second chance. and her love had brought happiness back into their home. She had faced the darkest forest, the wickedest of plans, and had come out the other side stronger and wiser. She had discovered that courage and kindness were the most potent magic of all. And so, they lived, not just in the same house but as a family bound by love and respect. It was a happy ending but also a happy beginning, a promise of many joyful days to come. And that, my friends, is the tale of Lily and her wicked stepmother. Remember, courage and kindness can overcome the greatest of challenges.